Hey y'all. Okay, let's do some talking. I didn't want to do this on the other video because I thought, you know what, I know some people just come on here for strictly cooking. They don't care about all that nonsense. So I thought I'd just do a separate video really quick to talk to the ones that do care. Now I got little Belle up here with me. I didn't realize I was cutting her out of the camera. Okay, so about the eyebrows. I had thought about it back, I don't know, a year or so ago, I guess. And I had made me an appointment back months ago. Well, I ended up backing out. I didn't go. And I kept regretting it. I'm like, I really want to go. I want to get it done. And so, like, I will do things on a whim. I'm kind of like that. Some of y'all may be the same way. But when I make up my mind about something and I want to do it, I got to do it right then, or I'm going to talk myself out of it or not get it done. You know what I mean? Stay high, Belle. I'm going to let you down. She's wanting down, y'all. Okay. So anyway, So I had decided on this girl that I wanted to do it. She had her photos were beautiful and just amazing work. So I decided, and of course, she was able to get me in pretty quick. She said, I have this day, but she said, then I'm not going to have any time until such and such. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that appointment, get in and get it done. So I did. And y'all, I'm going to tell you what, I love them so far. Like when I stand here and I'm looking at myself, like right now in the camera, I kind of feel like they stand out, kind of like a sore thumb. But my natural eyebrows were so thin. I was one of those 80s, 90s where you just plucked them to death. You didn't have no eyebrow back then. I mean, it wasn't cool to have an eyebrow. And then not only that, on top of that, mine were so light. Like, I know, you see this dark in my hair on top of this blonde that I get put in it. But it looks darker just because this blonde is so blonde. But really, my natural color is very light. It's kind of like a dirty blonde color. Kind of like Kanan's hair color. Like basically, his hair color was the exact same color as what mine would be if I didn't get my blonde and highlights and stuff put in. So they were really, really light, and so it really didn't look like that I had any. So whenever I'm sitting here looking at it, it kind of looks like they're just like jumping out. But I love them. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I do love them. They're darker right now. They're not going to be this dark once the healing process and all that once I get through the healing process is what I meant to say. Lord, y'all know I'm crazy. So underneath too, and I know y'all probably can't see this on camera, but it's kind of red underneath, and so it's giving them like a red tint, because they're so fresh. I just got it done yesterday. So that's going to go away, and then they're going to lighten up. And then, whenever I look at them here, like in the camera, I can see little spots or whatever that might need a little bit more pigment. But that's why you go back. You get it done, you go back in 12 weeks, and she will do touch-ups, because sometimes your skin's not going to take the pigment in every single little bit of area. So you go back for your follow-up. 12 weeks, and she will touch it up, if you need any touch-ups. I was a little bit nervous whenever she started going over the healing process with me. I felt like it was a lot, but it's really not. You just wipe them, you just kind of clean them, dry them, and then put ointment on there. Like right now, I don't know if you can see it, I have ointment on there, so that's why I'm trying to keep my hair back, because I just washed it. I don't want to get all that ointment in it. But it's basically, she gave me a little package of ointment, and it's probably kind of like a little Aquaphor or something like that, and then you just, rub that on there. I haven't felt any scabbing or anything so far. As far as the pain goes of getting it done, I was so super nervous because I don't do well with needles. I don't do well with stuff like that at all. I don't even like to get my finger pricked. But it wasn't. She put the numbing cream on there, y'all, and I mean, it sounds strange. Like when she was doing it, it sounded almost like a scrape sound, like scraping on a bone. Like the sound was worse than the feel of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was not bad at all. I'm being completely honest with you. The pain was very, very minimal. When I was on my way home, which I had an hour and a half drive, because I went to Nashville. Actually, past Nashville, it was in Hermitage. So when I was on my way home, it started like I was feeling like I guess that lidocaine or the numbing stuff was wearing off. And it was like a burning sensation a little bit, but not too bad at all. And then that went away, and I couldn't even, like right now, if I didn't know, I'd never know that I had it done. Like I don't feel any kind of discomfort. It doesn't hurt at all. And I was really nervous about this side over here. I don't think we've ever went over this, but I had a really bad injury. If you can't see it right there, you see that scar? Well, that scar is like from here, and it goes way down on my eyelid. I had a horrible injury, 2 skull fractures from that, and that was about 4 years ago. And so those nerves can be very, very tender. Like if I'm just like plucking a hair out or anything, I mean, it's like it sends, like it just goes all over your head. And so I was nervous about that. I thought, oh no, what's that going to feel like? But it did not faze me a bit. It was not bad at all. I'm telling you, if you're considering it or if you're thinking about it, I want to tell you to go ahead and do it, because I can already tell I love mine. I think I will really even love them more once they get to where they're supposed to be, and I put all my makeup on and kind of fix up, and so yeah, it's just getting to, and a lot of people have asked me about cost. It seems like some comments that I've seen other people post, it seems like the cost is kind of around about the same. Mine were $385, and then of course I gave her a 20% tip because I'm a tipper, and so I think the final cost was like $462 or $465, $63, something like that. So yeah, not bad at all, and it lasts for, she said some people it may last a couple years, some people it may last less, whatever. So to me, it's worth it because I really felt like that I needed them. Just like I said, I didn't have much at all, and then once I got the injury, it really stood out over here because I had like a little gap. And since I'm not one to wear makeup all the time, I wasn't like penciling in and filling in brows every day. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I stand here and look right now, I feel like it does kind of stand out a little bit bold. But I think it's just because I'm not that used to them. But I do feel like that I love them. And so, and my hair is just freezy tonight. I washed it today and then I just let it air dry. So that's why it looks a wreck. But yeah, if you're on the fence about it, I'm telling you, go ahead and do it. I think you'll be just like me. You will love it, and you'll be glad that you did. I almost backed out this time again, but I thought, nope, I am going to go. It was like right before time, like a couple hours. I thought, I don't have time to cancel, and I cannot cancel on this girl at the last minute. Like, that's just rude and wrong to do, unless you have a good reason, and I didn't have a good reason. So yeah. And I've been busy. Like I said, Braden's moving out. He's excited. I'm so excited for him. It's just, I feel overwhelmed, like trying to think of all the stuff he's going to need. And just, it's a lot whenever you first start out. You don't have anything. You don't have a plate. You don't have dishes. You don't have silverware. You don't have anything when you first start. So, of course, me as a mom, I'm like trying to think of all this stuff, and I'm like, well, I'll help you get this, I'll get that, and and he's in that mode where like, no, I can do it, but we're not going to let them do it on their own. We just can't. So I told him, I said, I'll go and get this and get that and whatever. So that's going to be taking place here in the next few days. And so, of course, I have a ton of stuff here that I don't need, and I have way too much of everything, especially since now I'm going to be by myself. So I'm like, well, I can give you this and that, and so it's just, my mind is just, I feel like I'm just overwhelmed trying to think about all of it, and him moving out, and just, the thought of it. He's not going to be coming in every day. I'm not going to be fixing his lunch at night. And so it's different. It's going to be a change, but I'm super happy for him, and I know he will do well, and I'm proud of him. He works very hard, so I know he will do just fine. But y'all know how we are, us mamas. So anyway, I think I've about covered everything about the brows. If I left anything out, y'all can just ask me. But yes, I do love them. It's just like I said, it's different. It takes me a minute to adjust. I feel better today that I had my hair down and stuff a little bit. Like yesterday, I just had it like pulled back, and I felt like I just had these big brows, standing out here staring at me. But I like it better. I love it better today, especially since I have my hair down. But anyway, if y'all are wanting to get them, I'm telling you, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. I feel like the money, I feel like it's worth it. Like I said, save, like, y'all know, remember I said that I was going to go to the beach, or I was saying about going to the beach. Well, there's, goodness, y'all, all these hurricanes, and definitely prayers for all these people in the path of that. I'm telling you what, so devastating. As much as I love the beach, and I would love to live there, but I cannot imagine having to deal with this all the time. I'm telling you. But, so I ended up changing my mind on that, and I thought, instead of going to the beach, I'm going to treat myself to some self-pampering. So that's what I did. I did the eyebrows, and the next thing I'm going to do is I need to get me a peel. The summer, the sun wrecks my skin so bad. The pigment, because I didn't use sunscreen whenever I was younger. I should have, so if you're young and you're watching this, use your sunscreen. I didn't, so I'm paying for it now. But I need to get me a peel to kind of start getting that under control, and I will usually get it under control throughout the winter, and it will start looking better. And then soon as summertime rolls around, I have to do it all over again, and I deal with all these splotches and the whole pigment thing. But so yeah, that's what I'm doing instead of going to the beach. If y'all were wondering, I know we had talked about it, and I had asked for recommendations on places to go. So I kind of decided against that, and so this is what I'm doing instead. So anyway, y'all will want to try these pork chops, y'all. They are so good. I'm telling you what, you will love them. Anyway, I have yacked long enough. If I left anything out, y'all just ask me, and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.